Shalawam, Shalawam.
Shalawam.
We're the brothers of GMS New Orleans. Before we get started, I'd like to give all praises and honor and glory to YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, bahasham, Microchip, and double honor to those great Millstone, what we learned is true. And also to the hoof elect that is scattered abroad. I like to say, Shalawam. So, coming back today with another lesson about the beginning of sorrow, the birth pain, this transition to power. And we're constantly seeing it right before our eyes. We're seeing that the prophecy right now speaking loud and clear right now. You know, also when we go to Matthew chapter 24, give you a guideline of what's to happen right before the great and glorious return of YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI. So it is fast to approach. And also we know that we're coming upon what Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation, World War III. All these things are constantly being in the news, and the prophets already have prophesied about these things left and right. And we constantly warning you. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, we know that we're very close. Our salvation is at the door. So we'll start first in Jeremiah chapter 28. Start of verse 8. We start there.
This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8. It says, "The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence."
Yeah, so right now, so the prophets right now are the same prophet that was in ancient time, in Bible time, you know. So the spirit of the prophet is subject to the prophet. So they're warning you about what? War. Warning you about what? Pestilence, plagues, a time of evil, time of trouble. You know, that's what we're constantly warning you about each and every day. Some perilous time that we're coming upon. And one thing about it, the Lord has set up watchmen to warn you, whether you will hear or whether you will forbear. So we in these times. I'll read verse 9.
Verse 9, it says, "The prophet which prophesied of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known."
That's right. So
that,
go ahead. Go ahead.
That
finish.
the Lord had truly sent him.
So now we're seeing right now these prophecies are coming to pass. They're lining up just like clockwork. And the Bible is a true book. When you go to Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 33, it said, you know, it said, "And when these things come to pass, these prophecies, the signs of the time, then they shall know that a prophet was among them." So right now they're seeing that things are lining up just like clockwork. The men of the Lord are standing on their watch, making these video pistols in the highways and byways, constantly warning you of all these impending dangers that is coming upon us. Also, we're ushering in the kingdom of heaven that dwells in righteousness. That's what we're at right now. That's what we're longing for each and every day. So now let's go to Cleveland. You got a quick one, go ahead.
Just to back up what you said about the Lord setting up watchmen. This is Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17. "Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me."
That's right. So the one thing about it, the Lord has set up watchmen. You know what I'm saying? His what? His mouthpiece, the prophets. You know what I'm saying? Constantly speaking the words of what? YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI. So when you go to Amos chapter 3, I think it's around verse 6 or 7, where it says he reveals his secrets to his servants, the prophet. So we're speaking. These are not our words. These are the words of who? YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, the one that sent us. That's why the Lord said once again, read that once again.
Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17. "Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth."
That's right.
"And give them warning from me."
That's right. That's what we're doing. We're giving you a warning from who? YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI. The ones that either you don't say, either you hear or either you will forbear. It really does not matter. You know, so you can't do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. So right now we're in that time. You know, so we're in the end time. We're living in the end time, real time. So let's get that Ecclesiastes chapter 3 to start up at the top. So we're in that time in that season right now. Amen. We're here.
It's Ecclesiastes 3 and verse 1. It says, "To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born and a time to die."
Stop it right there. Verse 1 of the point I want to
Okay.
convert. So it's a time and a season for everything. So we're in that time, we're in that season right now. You know, great tribulation, great sorrow. You know, it's great persecution, the beginning of sorrows, the birth pain. We're here right now. We're seeing it happening right before our eyes. But the Lord already said the end is not yet. These things right now is got to come before what? The kingdom of heaven that dwells in righteousness. So read on down to verse 4.
Verse 2, it says, "A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up."
So okay, I'll stop it right there. So you're saying right now, those time period, you know, a time to heal, a time to die, You know what I'm saying? It's time to get this word. You know what I'm saying? It's time not to get this word. Where the Lord don't bring forth this last and total destruction. You know what I'm saying? He says in what Proverbs chapter 1 says, they shall seek me early, they shall not find me. So we coming upon that time where the times in the season are getting ready to change. It's going to come a time which is called the famine of the word. So we coming upon that time, the famine of the word, the beginning of sorrows, great miseries, great sorrows, great mourning. A lot of things are coming upon us. That's what we're constantly warning you about left and right. A lot of people are in for a rude awakening. Drop down to verse 8.
The book of Ecclesiastes 3 and verse 8. It says, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace.
That's right. So we're in a time of what? War right now. We're seeing that the war drums are beating. We're seeing what's going over there in the Middle East. Things are constantly picking up in the Middle East between Iran and Israel. Also Russia, you know what I'm saying, China. All the major players are coming up on the scene. Ezekiel chapter 38, Jeremiah chapter 50, Jeremiah chapter 51. So we seeing these prophecies are lining up just like clockwork, a time of war. So when you go to, what is that? Revelation chapter 11 and verse 14, that, you know what I'm saying? So the third war has passed, and you get that right quick. So that's what we're seeing right now. So the third war is coming very quickly. Yeah, you go ahead and read.
This Revelations 11 and 14, it says, the second war is past, and behold, the third coming quickly.
That's right. So war goes into destruction. So the second war was World War II. You know what I'm saying? It has passed. Now we're coming upon World War III, the last and final war, to end all war, right before the great and glorious return of YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI. So things could go nuclear at any given time. So we're in that birth pain right now. That transition to power is happening right before our eyes. So let's go to Matthew chapter 24.
This is the book of Matthew chapter 24. I'm going to start at 21. It says, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be.
That's it. So we're coming upon that time. We're going to see a time of trouble that we have never seen before. You know, when you go to Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7, Jacob's trouble. You know what I'm saying? Who would be the most in trouble? The people of color, the Negroes, the Latinos, the Native Indian. I'm talking to you. You know, it's time to return to your true power while you still have time. And what that about, the time is going to be so great, the Lord will going to have to what? Have to use that supernatural intervention. When you go to Daniel chapter 12 and verse 1, Archangel Michael is going to have to stand up for the children of Israel. So we're going to have to be in that secret place of YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI. So
I got something to back you up.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
This is that Jeremiah you just quoted. This is Jeremiah 30 and 7. It says, at last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but ye shall be saved out of it.
That's right. It said, who shall be saved out of it? It's talking about the 1/3, the elect. So you got the 2/3 that's going to be destroyed on this side. You know what I'm saying? 2/4 there ain't going to be cut off and die. When you go to Zechariah chapter 13, I think 8 to 9. And it said, but Jacob shall be saved out of it. So we know that Jacob, you know what I'm saying, was the progenitor of the 12 tribes of Israel. Jacob's name was later changed to Israel. So right now, that's where we at. So we seeing right now they constantly targeting the people of color. We seeing that now they setting up these facilities. You know, it's an alligator. What is that? Alcatraz. You know, they saying them setting up all these different facilities, saying that a lot of people here are illegal, but we know that this is a part of their plan. So they get ready to come up against the children of Israel to try to exterminate them. That's why it's called Jacob's trouble. You know, it's that time when, you know, it's going to be a lawless time. The Lord is not on your side, you will be told to destroy. But the Lord said, for the elect's sake, when you go back to Matthew chapter 24, go ahead.
That's the very next verse. And except those days should be shortened, and there should no flesh, it's like it. This is Matthew 24 and 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
So those are the 1/3, the elect, the one the Lord is that remnant that the Lord is going to come back for. So we seeing right now, they keep, you know, you see a lot of video where it said like the time is speeding up. You seeing that these hours just constantly flying left and right. That's the Lord is speeding up time. You know what I'm saying? He's constantly bringing this nightmare to an end. That's what we're constantly seeing each and every day. Like right now, we're out here teaching. The next thing you know is Monday morning. You know, so time is just passing like a blink of an eye. So Lord is accelerating time for the elect's sake. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about it, you know, we're ready to get the hell out of here. You know what I'm saying? If you love it here, you get ready to die here. That's where we at right now. A lot of our people still are unbelieving, you know, still don't see the signs of the time, still is scoffing and mocking. But that is about the Lord is constantly rolling these prophecies out right before your eyes. You know, rumors of war. There was earthquakes in diverse places. You know what I'm saying? These volcanic activity throughout all these different strange weather patterns, extreme heat, a lot of things that the Lord is constantly showing, you know what I'm saying? And our people right now, you know what I'm saying, they see what's going on, but everybody still not believing. But the Lord is getting ready to make a believer out of a lot of our people, you know what I'm saying, when he bring that time of trouble, that a time of trouble that we've never seen before. Get 2 Ezra chapter 8 and verse 50, we get that. The Lord's going to bring all these great miseries and stuff. You want to say something?
I was just gonna add to that point because Shalawam, what you just said? You said something about like the people they hearing but they not hearkening.
They're not hearkening to it.
But that's why the Lord said he gonna laugh at the calamities.
That's
when
it.
destruction coming upon them.
That's right.
Because these things they constantly being warned, bro, and they not taking heed. So therefore, while they laughing and playing now, when that time come, the Lord gonna laugh at them.
That's it. Shall laugh at your calamity. 2 Ezra chapter 8 and verse 50, we get that, you know. The Lord's getting ready to bring a lot of great misery, a lot of judgment. We're getting ready to come upon us. And a lot of people right now, they eating good right now. They're sleeping good. You know, they're going on with their daily life. You know, still at this bread and circus show, constantly going to, but all of a sudden, when they say peace and safety, peace and security, you know what I'm saying? When you go to 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 3, you know what I'm saying? Then total destruction is getting ready to come upon us. So it's going to happen at any given day. We can have a thermonuclear exchange at any given time. So it's more likely that we can, these IBCM missiles can fly at any given time. So that's why we always got to be watching. We got to be praying, you know, being circumspect, you know, redeeming the time. You know what I'm saying? Take every opportunity like it's your last. You got it, man.
The mark of the beast is coming before the missile. So
that's it.
The Lord's not going to wipe out America until
that's right.
mark of the beast is instituted.
Tell the mark of the beast. That's right.
You got it right.
You said you wanted 50, 58 or 50?
2 Ezra chapter 50. 2 Ezra chapter 8 and verse 50. Salaki.
This is the book of 2 Ezra chapter 8 verse 50. It says, "For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride."
That's it. So that's right. That's what's getting ready to happen. The Lord is getting ready to cease the arrogance of the proud. You know, the one thing about it, you know, this place is getting ready to be a third world country. The Lord's getting ready to break the staff of bread, your support, your livelihood. Those things are getting ready to change. A lot of people get ready to come upon poverty. You know, some homelessness. You know, a lot of people are getting ready to lose their loved one, widowhood. A lot of these things that come, pestilence, you know, sickness, disease. You know, because a lot of people walked in great pride. They constantly turned their back on YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI. And also to add to what you were saying, that's right, the missiles are not going to come until what the MOTB be implemented. So I put out a lesson earlier about the Genius Act. So they're setting up this digital infrastructure, you know what I'm saying, getting ready to bring out this new digital money that's going to work hand in hand with this RFID microchip, which in fact is that grain of rice, you know, so that's just another whole thing. So we seeing right now the whole picture of the end is the Lord is showing it right before our eyes. So the end is constantly being what? Manifested. Someone got something? Yeah, you got something?
I had to sit down.
Yeah. That's it. But so with that, you know what I'm saying, we'll go ahead on and we shut it down right there. And we like to give all praises and honor and glory to YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, bahasham, Microchip. And double honors to those great Millstone where we learned this truth. And also to the Hufilak that scattered the bra. Ababa Ball.
Ababa Ball.
Shalawam.
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 Kwame Yasharala.
Kwame Yasharala.